Once upon a time, there was a railway. A railway with lots of trains, people, and jobs. The railway helped sustain most of the country and was the heart of the land. Then, one fateful day, the railway had to close. Nobody knows the reason as to why the railway closed. There were rumors, of course, one that the line was haunted. But there were other rumors that the owners just no longer wanted it. But no one ever found out the truth. This brings us up to the present day, where the railway line now has a new owner and has one employee, who you are about to meet. Together, their mission is to restore the railway to its former glory. It won't be easy, but together we will join them on this mission. This is Derail Valley.
Okay, so boss wants us to get started right away, so station office is right here. Awesome. Okay, so shunting is out completely. That's in. Shunting out. That one has to be out as well. And how about that? That one's also out. Okay, so we've got two jobs here. Which one pays the most? This one here. Can I lift it? Yes, I can. And we're going to machine factory in town. That's our first job. How interesting. Okay, right, let's take the job. Accept the job. Right. So, the place we need to go to is B60. Let's turn the torch on. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to see anything. So, B60. B20. B60 is this track here. And we are going to machine factory in town. Let's look at the map. So where's machine factory and town? So our best route would be to go probably down this route. Take a right, then a left all the way down here. Then continue straight. Keep going up here. Okay. Time to get the locomotive. Here she is. Beauty. Let's hop in her. Turn the cab lights on. It refuses. Oh, listen to her start up. Nice. Right. Also want to make sure, because it's still night time, to put the headlights on so we can see and everything. Right. Head on over to here. I don't know why the boss has made me start so early, but have I gone past it? I've gone past it, haven't I? There we go. We're linked up, and now we're in. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, what is the first thing we want to do? Well, firstly, we don't place the map there. We place the map there. Then we place that there. Put the reverser on. Release the brake. And slowly get the train moving. brake on full. Okay, right, now we are connected. So we're facing backwards, which is the way we're supposed to be going. Let's pick up some speed. Obviously being careful not to go too fast and derail without even hooking up to a train yet. That's definitely the last thing that we need right now. So with that in mind, I'm going to slow the train down just a little bit. Right, our train is now hooked up. We can actually afford to turn those lights off. Right, we have a secure connection here. Now what we've got to do is hook the brake lines up to each other, open the valves on the train and the cart, and we are ready to go as soon as this brake pipe fills up. So in the meantime, we'll put this into forwards and we'll take a look at which track we need to take it to. So we need to take it to C41 in the, where is it again? In the machine factory in town. So coming out of here, we go an instant left, or an instant right, sorry, then left, then right again, continuing straight, keep going, then left, then right, and then we're in machine factory and town. Okie dokie. Awesome. Right. Brake pipe is ready to take that one off. Speed the train up. Let's go. Okay, so we are reaching our second point. I believe we are going the right direction. Let's just hope we don't crash into anything whilst we go through the farm. We might want to slow down whilst going through the farm, actually. Just in case. We don't want to accidentally get ourselves into a situation we can't get ourselves out of. But no, we're good. We are good. Just going to coaster until we see the next speed limit sign, because we're currently sat at 30. And I'd rather not do speeds too fast, just in case. There we go, we've got a 90 here. so we can increase the speed quite drastically. And then it's a 60 along here, so I can increase the speed a little bit more. Where are we coming up to? Got to make sure we don't go... We can go fast through this one as well, but we've also got to make sure that we don't hit anything, because we're going through another place that we can stop at. So we've just got to be careful to watch out for anything on the sidings. Okay, so we are now coming up on our third junction, I believe, and we need to be going straight over. So let's see if the signals are set correctly, which by the looks of things, they are indeed. So we're actually going to want to be slowing down again to 30, as it is now becoming a 30. So let's apply a little bit of braking. Not too much, so that we don't, you know, slow down fully. So that's the last thing we need. We don't want to be fully coming to a full stop. But we also don't want to be, you know, going too fast that we derail the train. So the plan when we get there is we have to go to the track C41. And we have to drop off all of our cars at that area, and then after that we can validate our job and get paid for it. You can definitely tell that the track has not been used properly in a very long time. This will get cut at some point, but let's increase some engine power, because I believe we're now going to be going to an incline. I'm not sure, I haven't used this part of the track. So, yeah, we're going to have another junction coming up fairly soon. So let's increase a little bit more power. Obviously not too much so we don't get wheel spin and everything like that. But enough so we can, yeah. So we are now entering City Southwest. I believe we actually want to be going that way. I believe. If not, we can always reverse, but that does mean costing a little bit of time. So let's just check in the track. We're going a little bit too fast for this. I think we are. Let's just slow down just so we doubly sure. Yeah, I got it right. Awesome. Now let's pick up the pace again. Now we're moving out of the City Southwest. Hopefully one day we'll be delivering passenger trains here with a steam locomotive. But again, like the boss said, we've got the DE6 at the moment. And then we can progress up with new licenses and being hopefully paid more money and getting the railway to really come alive. That is the goal of this new era that me and my boss are doing. So, yeah, fingers crossed, eh? Let's hope it works for us. Increase the full power. Let's get us really rolling over on now. How close are we? Relatively close now. Oh dear, engine nose are beginning to overheat, so let's just coast for a little bit. We're up at 50 kilometers an hour, so that'll do for now. We're going plenty fast enough, even though it's 120 down here, but that's okay. We're definitely going fast enough now. We are now on the final stretch to the machine factory and town, which is very nice. I haven't really taken a look behind me in this thing. It looks a little bit old, doesn't it, really? Let's be honest. But yeah, when we get to the machine factory in town, we'll just stop so we can find C41, change all the track lines, and then we shall make a move. We are currently losing speed, so I will increase the throttle just slightly. Okay, so we are now coming up on the town. So once we get to this signal just over here, I will begin to actually have the train slow down slightly. It's already actually slowing down itself. Mixed up my words there. Maybe I shouldn't be driving a train today. A little bit more power just to get us a little bit more up this hill. Now, what's the one we have to find? C41. Now, we're coming in from the south, aren't we? Yeah. Let's turn our brakes on. Look at the station map. So, that's not steel mill, food factory, no. We don't want city southwest, we don't want harbour. Machine factory, I think. So, the one we want to go to is off to the right over here, apparently. So we want to do that. Oh, the wheel spinning, wheel spinning, wheel spinning. There we go. This load's a bit heavy to put up a hill, that's all. She's got it though. We've got a powerful enough train. This train can pull about 600 tons, I believe. And this current train is not 600 tons. It's 164 tons. So it's quite light in comparison to everything else that we are going to have to pull later on down the line. With like more locomotives and stuff like that when we get a little bit more money coming in. Okay, whilst we're coasting along, let's get the station map back up. And then I'm presuming the next one we want to do is that. I think and I hope. I am just reading off of the book that my boss gave me. You know, if it's not right, then you know, we can go out on a run around and try and find it, and then back up or go forward or do whatever we need to do. So we need to look for that track 41. So let's start braking the train here. We've come to a stop on our own. Let's go over here and try and find track 41 now. Okay, so it's fairly easy. Track 41. It's a very far track. So what we're going to want to do is just make sure that all of the switches are set to the correct direction, which they now are indeed. So we're going to want to get back onto the train, turn our lights on because it's getting dark again, and park her up and finish the job up for the night. And we don't want to go too fast. I know it's 50 along here, but still, we don't want to derail at the very last minute. We also don't want to go too slow because, you know, we do have a time limit for these, you know. Anything over the time limit, then the money starts dropping. We don't want to be doing that. So start putting on that locomotive one. Because we'll be parking her up just over here. Let's turn it on full. Okay, so we have stopped indeed. Let's pressurize the brakes so that they don't roll. Let's come out back here. Unlock. Make sure that, you know, these are all taken off and closed. And let's move the train forward. Unhooking that brake. Letting that brake pipe fill up because these are now not going to go anywhere until the next train driver needs them. There we go. Put our brakes on. Let's leave the locomotive running whilst we run and try and find the station office. Here we go. Right, we're in the station office. There's only one job over here. Okay. Let's validate our job, shall we? So we've got our receipt. Let's take a look. Well done. No damage was taken. We didn't get a time bonus, unfortunately. No environmental damage. The boss will be happy. And we got a decent wad of money. So now we have 9,883. Unfortunately, we can't get any licenses here. We can take another job, but we cannot do that job at all. So that job doesn't matter. So that's unfortunate. But oh well. We made it on our first delivery. The boss will be very pleased.